I just got this kick in my heart to make this video. So if you're interested in listening to me talk about something I'm now passionate about, stick around. And if not, then you can discard this video. I've decided that I want to be a writer. I have been, working on projects here and there. But every time I experience a song or watch a show or even just play a game in sports, right? I get these notions that I could make something out of it that it isn't and bring people together in its likeness. Like I want to create. I always have. YouTube, I thought, was my outlet for that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not giving up on YouTube, but I think I want to be a writer. I've been working on my Rise of Godsman series for over 5 years now. And every now and again, I get kind of tired of writing it, so I'll switch off to one of my other series. I have Truth Seeker that I've been working on. I have another series called To Become a Blessing. I have another series called Humans Are Rare. I have another series called Genocide. And yes, I did say it like that on purpose. And then I have another series called Willed Constructs. And then I have another series called Armageddon of the Supernatural. And then I have another series called Ethernode. And then I get to this point where I have so many interesting series in mind that I want to write down on paper and show people, and I want these worlds in my mind to exist. I want these fandoms to be created. I want fan art to be enjoyed. I want to create these imaginary scenarios so badly. I want, in the future, obviously, to create my own shows, maybe animes, maybe animated cartoons, whatever it ends up being. I want to give voice actors a place to, like a job. I want to give animators process to animate. I want to bring my ideas to life. And I always thought I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a cook because food brings people a lot of joy. And that hasn't changed. I still want to do those things. But I have this real drive. I'm 21 years old and I don't think I've ever experienced something like this. Maybe back in high school when I would play tennis and I would be losing and then start to win after grueling effort. That feeling in your chest of I can do this is something I'm feeling just by writing an idea down. And I think that's something I should take seriously. For me, I've always quit things. I've been a real quitter in my life. I've quit tennis. I've quit I went to the gym before now and I quit that too. I'm back in there now for different reasons, but I quit karate. I quit basketball. I quit I quit. I was a real quitter. I always have been. I just don't think I'm ever going to quit on this because it's made me It's made me so happy just to write these interesting things down, to enact them out in my head, to share little snippets here and there with friends. And people ask me, well, what'd you do on your day off? Oh, I was writing. What were you writing? It's just a little series I've been working on. Well, how long have you been working on it? Oh, 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years? That's really impressive. How many pages are you along? And I'm like, a couple thousand, I guess, with all my drafts and different renditions and people tell me how impressive that is. They tell me how admirable it is, and my mom is very supportive of it. She says it's healthy for my brain. I feel like I've become more articulate. I feel like I've become more intelligent. I feel like I've been able to read social situations better ever since I started. I feel like I've been able to improve upon myself better than ever before. Because when you create characters and they have dynamics with each other, but it's dynamics that you create in your own head, it gives you the ability to bring out a perspective that isn't innately your own. And then when you see other people in real life, you designate them as, oh, they're just different characters. They don't act or react in the same way I do because they don't have the same life experiences that I do. Some of my characters resemble me, and then some of them don't. There's a woman in another series that I didn't mention called Muddy Mirror that resembles me in no way. And the title somewhat reflects that, because it's a muddy mirror. A muddy mirror would not be a good reflection of who I am or of who she is, hence the mirror being muddy. I've learned new words, I've learned new phrases, I've come to collectively understand intentions, I've come to collectively understand body language, I've come to understand complex combat scenes, I've come to appreciate world building and filler episodes because I understand that the writer needs it. You can't just say punch or kick every episode or every chapter or every arc. So I think I'm going to, instead of want to be a writer, I'm going to be a writer. I am a writer, but I'm going to start finishing things, specifically series as I've been working on. There's another one called Offensive Earthman that I intend to finish very soon. I'd say a couple months from now. And I only hope that it inspires at least one person to pick up a pencil and write down their own ideas. I feel like I might have something here, and I'm not going to let that go to waste. This will be a new series that I'll start, because who's going to stop me? It's my YouTube and it's my life. It'll be Average American something. I haven't actually decided yet. I did just get up. This was an unscripted recording. I actually don't have any papers on my hands. The only papers on my desk are Offensive Earthman or Rise of Godsman, or even over to my right I've got cover of Vogue. Cover of Vogue? Wait, that's not right. That's not what that says. Oh, Stonehaven. That's what it says. Oh my gosh, Stonehaven. Another series, right? Too many, right? Too many to think of. I want to be a writer. I like my job. I like my job. I'm a server. I don't hate my job, but I like to write so much. And I'd love to be able to do that for a living, I think. So I'm going to work hard, improve, and see where it takes me. I hope somebody out there enjoys it. Average American out. Now that I've got that initial writing video out of the way, I can talk about my writing tendencies. I'm a big fan of aura farming scenes, as anyone is, because everyone likes attention. Even if you pretend that you don't, you tell me that you don't. I disagree. I bet that you do. And being able to see it become to fruition through somebody else that you can relate to is a feeling that a lot of people enjoy. I'll grant that maybe it's not for everybody, but it's for the majority, I promise you. Showing them that you were worth it, or you could do it, or you are good enough, those things always tie into somebody. It's something I've come to understand in real life, not just fictional, So when you give someone the opportunity to be heard, you're providing them a spark that could ignite into a flaming passion for doing the same thing for others, or for doing something potentially fulfilling with their own life. So if I can provide enough of these well-written aura-farming moments in my writing, I will do so as much as I can. It'll become to be very noticeable because, well, again, I'm doing it as much as I can. I also have a soft spot for hard work because those who work hard, seeing the fruits of their labor, is just a fantastic way to go about living your life. So you'll see plenty of grunge, hard work, struggle, intense emotions. I would say for most of my series, there'd be a trigger warning because I write with a realistic tendency, a very fundamentalist, logical outlook on things. So it might not be suited to every viewer. I don't bring politics into it because it's not necessary for the most part. Some characters might have a lick here and there, but it's mostly for comedic purposes if it's ever involved. However, I will be removing this professional dialogue. I don't understand what happened to modern media where they have to act a certain way. Humans, in real life, do not act a certain way. The only way they act is in chaos, and in chaos is where beautiful things come from. Beauty and chaos. We know this pattern very well. So what does that mean? Okay, that means if something cringe happens, or if something confusing happens, or if something awkward happens, a character responding in a manner of, oh, no, that's okay, no problem, isn't going to really happen. They're going to respond how they would respond, how they would act. And this is where voice acting comes in, because not all voice actors are willing to go that extra mile and say the things that are actually said. They want to fluff it up. They want to, make it into this formatted media. I want it to be authentic. So if someone does something confusing and my character's there, he's going to go, what the fuck? Like that. And I mean it like that. Because that is how people are going to connect with the material better, is if it is authentically how they would respond. Not everyone responds in that way, but it is very common. I would say it's common with me, and I'm the writer, so it's going to be common in what I write. However, I love alternate opinions. I love people to tweak my stuff. I've done very well with constructive criticism. I am a firm believer in iron sharpens iron, so I'm wondering if I should make a Discord. Maybe make a group chat. I'll make whatever it takes, right? I'll make something for my writers fandom. It's not only for Rise of Godsmen, it's my most worked on series to date. It'll be for all of it, for everything, for the dialogue, for the world building, for anything I can really come up with, think of. I want to build a community, and I want to do it now. I don't want to wait until my series are all finished and I can be fully proud of them and think that they're perfect, because they will never be that way. I have done draft after draft after draft because nothing is ever good enough for me. I can never see every side of the equation. I can never see the finished product because I don't have any help. I don't have any insight. I don't have any altering perspectives. All I have is myself. And I know the kind of thing I want to create is that in which has been viewed by peers, greenlit by people I trust, and made into something, a collaborative effort to see the collaborative benefit. That's what I want. So now I'm going to throw socials on screen maybe, or I'll forget. We'll see. And I want people to hit me up. I want you to talk to me about my writing. I want you to get involved if you're interested. With writing comes characters, and with characters comes styles, looks, clothing. I need animals, I need monsters, I need drawings, I need math for power systems, I need logic, I need psychology. I need a plethora of things that I don't possess. And I feel like that's where I'm stuck the most. I don't want to just use new technology. I don't want to abuse the internet. I want to come together on this. I want this to be a collaborative effort. I don't want to be the sole man any longer. I don't want to be the sole pole of this operational tent. I want something more. And I think that's as much as my brain can handle, going off no script. It's impressive. I was able to get through the 6 minutes of that, to be quite honest. I just felt like my initial video didn't hit it hard enough, and it didn't explain what I wanted to get out of the video. I wasn't just telling my 84 subscribers that, hey, I'm going to be a writer. I hope that's cool with you guys. That's not so much what I was doing. I was more so advertising this new side of me. And this new side of me needs your help. Regardless of if I'm a 10,000 subscribed YouTuber or an 83, I appreciate any help that I could ever get. I will be posting clips of this on other platforms as well. I do get more traction on other platforms, and I feel like might as well throw it up there. I'll throw it up on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. It doesn't matter to me. I want this to reach people, and I want something to take place. I want something to happen. So again, I say it once more. Average American, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this didn't fall on deaf ears. Thank you.